Sticks and stones may break your bones, but bricks are kind of fun here. We're headed to where everything is awesome, Legoland in Winter Haven, Florida. So grab your favorite blockhead and let's go. Hey folks, welcome to the Down the Road Travel Channel. My name is Will Van Winkle. Built for kids, but offering plenty for adults, Legoland in Winter Haven, Florida is at #1 Legoland Way. They recently added a Peppa Pig land to the Legoland complex, but that's an extra ticket, and we didn't have anybody with us that would appreciate Peppa Pig and friends, so we skipped that one. With over 55 rides and attractions, the park really does offer something for all members of your family. There are multiple options for entry, with park tickets starting at about $75 if purchased online, three-day passes going for around $99, and annual passes starting at just $149 and going up to about $350. And now this is at the time of this video, but of course those lower tiered annual passes do have some blackout days, so do your research before buying. There are also several varieties of hotels and park packages available to make your vacation planning much easier. Speaking of making your vacation planning much easier, I do have some links in the description for the video to some items that you can get on Amazon that may be helpful, such as like cooling towels and things like that. Really helpful in the Florida heat, trust me. While these are mere steps away from theme parks, there are hotels. Sadly, no RV resorts are connected to Legoland if you're bringing your home away from home with you like we do. So we stayed at Fort Wilderness, about an hour away, because during this trip, of course, we went to Disney. We wouldn't go to Orlando and not go to Disney. My wife's a Disney nut. And we did hit Universal as well, including the brand new Epic Universe, at least brand new at the time that we were there. So I have no insights for the Legoland accommodations because we stayed at Disney. They do state on their webpage, though, that this is best suited for kids aged between 2 and 12, but the 16-year-old wanted one last day at the park, so we decided we could oblige that wish. And to be honest, even Legoland will point out the best rides for teens and adults on their webpage, with those being the Lego Movie Master of Flights, guests between 40 inches and 52 inches must ride accompanied by somebody 14 or older. The Flying Theater ride is in the form of having a flying 3-level couch, creating the sensation that you are flying through a Lego movie. Lego Ninjago. I don't know how to say it. The ride, you can become a master of the elements to become the chosen one. On this interactive indoor dark ride, you'll blast fireballs, lightning, and a slew of villains, ultimately teaming up to defeat your most powerful foe. There is no minimum height requirement, but guests under 48 inches must ride with somebody at least 14 years old who is 48 inches or taller. Sadly, this one was closed while we were there, and I think that's the favorite of the 16-year-old. If you are a sucker for wooden roller coasters, make your way into the jungle and prepare to dip, turn, and dive into a prehistoric forest of life-size Lego brick dinosaurs at Coastersaurus, as long as you're 42 inches or taller. This was actually our first stop of the day, and it was so busy that when the ride was over, the operator asked if we wanted to go again. Absolutely nobody in line. Nobody said no, so off we went. Over at the Great Lego Race, guests 42 to 47 inches must ride with somebody 14 or older and at least 48 inches tall. On this roller coaster, you take part in an action-packed road rally, defying the laws of physics. Now, this is very reminiscent of the mousetrap that you'll find at most carnivals. So that already kind of gives you an expectation of the ride. Head indoors and outdoors through a series of twists and turns on the Dragon. You must be a minimum of 40 inches to ride, over 48 to feel the breath of the Dragon alone on this dark ride and roller coaster combination. Pirate River Quest lets guests embark on a journey through uncharted waters on this 20-minute free-floating boat ride through Cypress Gardens. Because it is free-floating, it is subject to closure due to unfavorable weather conditions, and it does only run Friday through Tuesday from 11 to 4. So not running while we were there. And of course, you can always check out their over 32 million bricks that make up Miniland USA, showcasing iconic landmarks from all over the United States. And if you just need to take a break from the action, head over to the Botanical Gardens. This was once upon a time known as Cypress Gardens. You can relax in the 65 plus shades of species of trees and in the gardens that date back to 1939. This includes a large banyan tree that was planted here as a seedling way back in 1939. When the Merlin Group, Legoland's parent company, bought the park in 2009, great care was taken to preserve the gardens as well as continue the water ski show. Although reworked to be Lego themed, sadly 2024 marked the end of an era and Legoland has discontinued the water ski spectacular to focus on new projects. Admission to Cypress Gardens is included with your ticket, and I'll be honest, we went to Legoland, I want to say it was probably back in 2021 or 2022, and the ski show was not very well attended. It was, the stands were pretty well empty, so I can understand why they're getting rid of that. I also understand that some people may be a little upset that they are taking away from the traditions, but they've got to do stuff to keep the park relevant, right? So normally I would do a separate video for food, but since we were only here for one day and we only had one meal and one snack while we were there, I decided to include our dining experience in the overall video here. If your life sucks and you have to eat gluten-free, like I thought I did at that time, I'm not 100% sure now, I got to check some stuff out, then relax. There are gluten-free options, as well as other dietary restriction options, and a handy PDF on their website, and I've included the link here below, and that's also in the video description so that you can find that a lot easier. And if you have dietary restrictions, you know what to expect while planning your trip and not have to just wing it. Just keep in mind that Legoland is not certified gluten-free. If you have a gluten allergy, if other allergies, I'm not really sure how that affects you. So this, as well as other dietary considerations, are not guarantees of lack of cross-contamination. To make life easier while on our trip, I saved the PDF to my phone. That way I had a quick reference. Oddly, both trips that I've made to Legoland, we ate at the drive-in diner / chicken company. The first time was right after COVID closures and the food was much, much better. I was also not eating gluten-free then. This time I was. The gluten-free bun kind of fell apart while I was trying to eat, so I ended up taking my burger off the bun and discovered that the hockey puck-like burger was no better bunless than with the bun. The place also used to have more sauces to choose from, giving you more control over the flavor of your food, and that may have made a huge difference in the quality and what to expect. The fries were good. I was told the chicken strips were much better, but alas, I could not try them. The atmosphere is designed to look like an old 50s diner, and not bad atmosphere. We stopped just before noon. There was absolutely no line, and we were there on a Friday in the middle of the summer. You do have to speak to a staff member if you have any dietary restrictions, so this can take some time, so just be prepared. You can't order online, you can't order on the app, you have to go in. When you go to the kiosk to order, it'll say dietary restrictions. If you say yes, you can't order on the kiosk. You have to wait for someone to come there, and they don't really understand dietary restrictions, I don't think. They seemed very confused by the people next to us who were also ordering gluten-free. But it is what it is. We also had some apple fries there. Those are gluten-free. The apple fries are actually pretty good. We're not really sure how they make them. We tried to make some ourselves at home, and it was a disaster. So if you know how they make them, if you work there, hey, let us know, because I'd like to try that at home. I did enjoy the park, even as an adult, but it was so empty that it was kind of depressing. Legoland uses recycled materials everywhere they can in the park. In fact, they even state how many recycled milk jugs, for example, it takes to make whatever item the tag is on. So again, this is geared towards younger kids, but it's also environmentally responsible. It maintains the spirit of the old park that they took over years ago, I think 2009. And it is much, much more affordable than other parks where younger children likely can't ride many of the attractions. So if you have a younger kid with you and you're wanting to take them to a theme park, but you don't think they can ride some of the stuff at Universal or at Disney, Legoland is a great option. I'm not really sure why it was so empty. We arrived at Rope Drop. We rode every ride that was open and that we could fit on that was open. I should clarify that. And one of them twice, and we were out of the park by about 1:30. So I didn't really feel like I got my money's worth, but I did still have fun. And if you have a little one, you can go on more stuff. It's gonna be worth it for those smaller kids. All in all, Legoland is great fun. And your younger thrill seeker, or if you have somebody who falls under those height requirements, other parks will enjoy it. So I can highly recommend Legoland. I have no idea why it's so underattended. Probably because it's off in Winter Haven, which is about an hour from Orlando. That may be a big part of why it's so sparsely attended. Peppa Pig Land, again, I didn't go see it. And there's also the water park over there, which we didn't go to. If you are thinking of it, you might want to go ahead and get over there just in case they start thinking about closures. Now, they are doing some work over at the water park. They've got a couple of rides that they're refurbishing and they're building new stuff. They shut down the water ski area show to bring in new attractions. So they're not thinking of closing right now, but if it remains this underattended, I don't see how they can maintain it for long. So, you know, you might want to get over it. Personally, this is going to be our last trip for at least the next, say, 3 to 5 years, after which time we'll likely be bringing the grandkid. But that bun is still in the oven at the time of this video, so we got a little while to worry about that one. If you've been to Legoland in Winter Haven, Florida, let me know what you thought, particularly your thoughts on why it's so empty. I hope this video has enticed you to at least check it out, because it would be really sad for something like that to go, especially since it's for smaller kids. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Check out those items in the video description, also that PDF for the allergy or the food allergy or the food restrictions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the road.
Let's hit the road.